We all want our students to know what good work looks like before they start. That's why rubrics work so well. They give clarity, direction, and confidence. But actually creating the rubrics, that's where things slow down a little bit. In this video, I'm going to show you how ChatGPT makes it easy to create clear, customized rubrics in seconds. When students know what success looks like, they will rise to meet it. Rubrics eliminate guesswork, guide revisions, and help you make grading more consistent. But the hardest part is getting started, especially when you want your expectations to sound like you and still be clear to a 10-year-old. Before we dive into some examples, let me show you the prompt template that I like to use. This isn't just make a rubric for writing. You're going to give ChatGPT all the right details to create a rubric that feels like it came straight from your teacher brain. So the prompt starts with identifying the audience and a clear objective. So create a student-friendly rubric for a particular grade level and the type of an assignment. And then we go into some context. Students are then write a description of what they're doing and the goal for the assignment. Then we get into some key points to include. Include 3 to 5 categories, such as a list of specific skills or traits you want to assess. It also goes on to say use 3 to 4. You could do 3 or 4 performance levels with a clear age-appropriate labels. Exceeds expectations, meets expectations. For the lower levels, I like to say got it, almost there, or and still working. Continuing with the expectations, each level should include specific student-friendly descriptions of what success looks like. We identify the tone, that it should be supportive and encouraging. And then finally, we finish with what format we want ChatGPT to provide. The format of the rubric as a clean table that can be shared directly with students and printed on the back of the assignment sheet. You're not just asking for a rubric. You're giving ChatGPT enough context so that it can actually give you something that you can use and your students will understand. If you already have a detailed lesson plan written out, then don't overthink it. Just paste it into ChatGPT and let it build the rubric for you. So here's what the prompt would look like if you had a lesson plan to attach. Based on the lesson plan attached, create a student-friendly rubric with 4 performance levels. Break it into 3 categories based on the skills or expectations in the lesson. The rubric should be formatted as a table and ready to use. So let's start with a personal narrative writing piece. This is something many of us do in the first week of school. The prompt will read, create a student-facing rubric for 6th grade personal narrative writing assignment. So I've got the objective. Students are writing about something they experienced or learned over the summer using sensory details, sequencing, and reflection to tell their story. The rubric should be used as pre-writing guide and for final grading. Include 4 categories, and I give those categories. Each category should also include 3 performance levels. I like these. It's a little bit different than just mastery and approaching. You nailed it, almost there, and needs more work. Use clear, student-friendly language appropriate for the first week of school. Format the rubric as a clean table, ready to be printed and shared with students. The objective of this lesson is I can write a story about something that happened to me this summer using details and descriptions so my reader understands what I experienced or learned. All right, so now that we have all that in there, let's see what it gives us. So he has our 3 categories, almost there, you nailed it, and needs more work. It's got organization, sensory details, reflection, and the writing conventions. Always want to make sure that that's in there. And there you go. All you have to do is copy this. You can click the link for copy the table, paste it into Word, or print it directly from this source. This isn't just a grading tool. It's a teaching tool. I actually paste it onto the back of the assignment so students know what I'm looking for from the start. And a bonus, it keeps my desk from drowning in those floating rubric strips. If you like this idea, I've got something you're really going to want. I put together a free download with ready-to-use ChatGPT prompts and sample rubrics for every grade K through 12, all built around a simple back-to-school personal narrative. Just grab the doc, copy the prompt for your grade, and you're off and running. You can find the link in the description below. So let me show you one more example. Let's say your kids are working on a biography poster. You want to make sure that they understand the expectations for research, visuals, and their accuracy. Here's a prompt that gets you that rubric in seconds. The prompt reads, create a 4-category rubric for a 5th grade biography poster project. Students will research a historical figure and create a visual poster showing the person's life, accomplishments, and impact. Include the following categories. The rubric will be printed on the back of the project instructions for student use. Use 4 performance levels. Each performance level should include specific descriptions. The language should be clear, encouraging, and student-friendly, formatted as a table, and assume students have mixed ability levels, including some who need very explicit explanations. So hit enter, and here is the rubric. We have the 4 categories. We have research and content, visual presentation, accuracy of facts, effort, and time management. Some of the details of these different categories is amazing. Now, if there is something that I want to change a little bit because it doesn't quite hit, I can, but this looks great and it saves me so much time. I could either spend 30 minutes writing all of these out or 30 seconds letting ChatGPT generate it for me. Again, these prompts will be available in the descriptions below. So rubrics aren't just for writing or projects. I also use them for things like class participation, book clubs, or science labs. Just adjust the prompt to fit your needs. So here are 4 quick tips for making the most out of your ChatGPT generated rubrics. Number 1, use your voice. Tweak the language so it sounds like you. Number 2, keep it lean. 3 to 4 categories is usually enough. Number 3, make it interactive. Let the students help revise the rubric for extra buy-in. And number 4, print it on the back of an assignment. I copy and paste the rubric onto the back page of any assignment that I'm going to be printing. That way, it's all in one place, no extra slips, cluttering my desk, or confusing my students. Rubrics don't have to be one more thing on your already packed plate. With ChatGPT, they're quick to make, easy to customize, and ready when you need them. And if you want a head start, grab the free download in the description. Rubric prompts and samples for every grade K through 12, ready to copy, paste, and make them your own. Drop a comment with your favorite rubric categories or a prompt that you've used to build one. Download the lesson plan, copy the prompt templates, and give it a try. Like and subscribe for more ChatGPT tricks to save you time, reduce your clutter, and aid in your sanity. I'll see you next time.